Season 9 begins with a mystery that immediately grabs attention. The episode opens with a crime scene that looks ordinary at first glance, a burglary at a wealthy collector's house. But as Hudson surveys the scene, it's clear something about the crime doesn't add up. Valuable items are missing, yet some objects that seem priceless are untouched. The thief appears methodical, precise, almost like they want to send a message rather than steal for profit. Hudson, with his sharp instincts, notices tiny details, the way a painting is slightly tilted, footprints barely visible in dust, and a strange mark on the floor that hints at something far more dangerous than a simple theft. Rex, ever the loyal partner, sniffs out evidence that seems invisible to everyone else. His attention to small cues, combined with Hudson's analytical mind, sets the stage for an investigation that quickly becomes complex and layered as they dig deeper. They discover that the burglary is connected to a string of seemingly unrelated crimes across the city. Each crime carries a signature and unusual mark, a missing item, or a carefully staged scene. Hudson begins to suspect a pattern that links all the events together, one that points towards someone with intimate knowledge of the city's elite and an agenda that's more personal than criminal. This season opens with tension not just in the case, but also in the lives of our main characters. Hudson is dealing with pressure from the police department, balancing personal stakes with professional duties, while Rex demonstrates a mix of loyalty and intuition that makes him more than just a partner. He's a detective in his own right. The episode also introduces new faces that might play a bigger role. Later in the season, a mysterious character appears briefly, leaving behind a cryptic clue that seems meaningless at first but promises to become crucial. As the season progresses, there are subtle nods to past seasons, including references to old cases and past adversaries, which reward longtime fans with hidden Easter eggs. Hudson notices these, and it becomes clear that the past and present are intertwining, creating a web of suspense that will only grow denser. The episode doesn't rush. It builds tension scene by scene, showing viewers that this season will be as much about clever investigation as it is about suspense and character depth. One of the most striking aspects of this first episode is the way it balances action with quiet, intense moments. While there are chase scenes and moments of danger, many of the most suspenseful sequences happen in silence, Rex sniffing out a hidden passage, Hudson pausing to consider motives, or a seemingly innocent detail that hints at betrayal. The pacing is deliberate, allowing the audience to feel the weight of every decision, every clue, and every suspicious character. The episode also teases conflicts among familiar faces, hinting that trust will be tested this season. The first act ends with a revelation that changes the direction of the investigation entirely, pulling Hudson and Rex into a world where nothing is what it seems, and every step could be a trap. By the end of the episode, viewers are left questioning what they saw. What seemed like a simple burglary now feels like a complex puzzle. The characters are tested in ways that push both their skills and their ethics. There's tension in the air, and the episode closes on a note of uncertainty, teasing dangers and secrets that will unfold as the season progresses. Hudson and Rex have solved many cases in the past, but this first episode shows that Season 9 will challenge them like never before. Every action, every clue, and every choice carries weight, setting the stage for a season filled with suspense, mystery, and surprises. In this first episode of Season 9, the focus on character development is deeper than ever, giving viewers a chance to see Hudson and Rex in new lights. Hudson, usually calm and methodical, faces challenges that test not just his detective skills, but his personal judgment. Early in the episode, it becomes clear that he is navigating a delicate balance between professional duty and personal morality. The case isn't just about catching a criminal. It's about understanding human motives, reading subtle cues, and sometimes choosing the harder right over the easier wrong. Hudson's ability to analyze situations is as sharp as ever, but the episode subtly shows cracks in his confidence. There are moments where his instincts pull him one way while the evidence points another, creating internal tension that drives much of the suspense. Fans will notice that these internal struggles add depth to his character, showing that even the most experienced detective can be vulnerable under pressure. Rex, as always, is more than just a police dog. He is a full partner with his own personality and instincts that complement Hudson perfectly. This episode highlights Rex's intelligence and loyalty in ways that feel fresh and engaging. There are moments where Rex reacts before anyone else, detecting danger or noticing a detail that changes the course of the investigation. The bond between Hudson and Rex is showcased through quiet interactions, a glance, a pause, or a small gesture that communicate trust and understanding without words. Rex's behavior often drives Hudson's intuition, and the episode emphasizes how this partnership has evolved over the seasons. What's unique in Season 9 is that Rex seems to have an almost instinctive awareness of human emotions and motives, not just smells or physical clues. This makes him a critical component in solving the mystery, while also highlighting the emotional connection he shares with Hudson. The supporting cast also receives careful attention in this episode. Returning characters show signs of personal growth, challenges, or shifts in loyalties. For instance, colleagues at the police department exhibit subtle tensions that hint at hidden conflicts or secrets that could influence the investigation later in the season. These character dynamics are cleverly woven into the main story, so viewers are constantly aware that the plot isn't just about the crime. It's about the people affected by it and how their actions ripple through the investigation. Even minor characters leave a lasting impression. A witness or informant, who might seem trivial at first, is given small but telling traits: hesitation, a nervous glance, or a cryptic comment that foreshadow larger roles in future episodes. This layered approach to character work ensures that the audience remains engaged, constantly trying to understand motivations and predict outcomes. A particularly strong element in this episode is how personal stakes intertwine with professional ones. Hudson faces moments that challenge his ethics, forcing him to question whether following the law is always the right choice. Rex, in parallel, demonstrates moments of bravery and intuition that seem almost human, reacting not only to the immediate danger but to the emotional state of the people around him. The writers subtly show that Season 9 isn't just about external threats. It's also about internal ones: the doubts, fears, and conflicts that drive characters' decisions. Relationships are tested, trust is questioned, and viewers are invited to watch not only how the mystery unfolds, but also how these challenges shape the characters themselves. Finally, the episode carefully sets up arcs for the season without giving everything away. Hints of Hudson's personal life, past cases, and unresolved tensions are sprinkled throughout, suggesting that the coming episodes will explore more than just crime solving. They will explore growth, loyalty, and resilience. Rex continues to shine as more than a partner. He's a moral compass and a silent witness to human choices. Together, Hudson and Rex form a duo that is both familiar and excitingly unpredictable. Season 9 opens with a strong emphasis on character, reminding viewers that the heart of the show isn't just the mystery, it's the people and the dog, who live in a world where every action has weight, every glance carries meaning, and every decision could change the story entirely. Season 9's first episode is filled with details that casual viewers might miss at first glance, from subtle camera angles to carefully placed props. The episode is packed with Easter eggs that reward attentive fans. One of the first things noticed by sharp-eyed viewers is the way certain objects are deliberately positioned in scenes. A framed photograph, a small trinket, or even the pattern of a bookshelf is not just background decoration, it's a clue, a callback, or a foreshadowing device. These elements hint at larger storylines, connecting the current case to events from past seasons in ways that are clever and understated. For instance, an object that seems insignificant, like a missing book or an unusual ornament, might echo a case Hudson solved years ago, suggesting that past enemies or unsolved mysteries could play a role in the season ahead. These hidden details create layers of storytelling that make rewatching the episode rewarding, as fans begin to spot connections they missed the first time.